Yep, we're going to start with Thad.
Micah, can you just talk about the last play, what you're seeing, and I mean, obviously the goal there is to knock it down, but just take us through the Hopkins touchdown and what you saw from your point of view.
I'm not sure. We were thinking one last play. They had to go to the end zone down by, who were they down by 4?
Yeah.
We knew they had to go to the end zone. He did a good job getting out of the pocket. From what I can remember, ball was in the air for like 10 minutes. We had 10 bracketed all from all sides. He just went up in the air first. He got up in the air first, and I was trapped behind him. I think Poe and Tre'Davious were coming from the side and in front. We all went up for it, and he just beat us in the air. He timed it up perfectly. Me personally, I was late getting in the air. I feel like I could have did better on that part. Even though I was trapped behind him, I feel like I could have timed up a little bit better. But that one hurts. That one hurts.
What is the emotional reaction when you look down and you see he has the ball in the end zone, against, I mean, in a spot where you should not be having that ball?
My reaction is pissed.
How do you think the guys handle this? You guys always talk about this being a resilient group. This is a unique kind of gut punch loss. How have you handled it so far in the locker room, and how do you handle this going forward?
Everybody in this locker room has faith in the person next to him. I'm not worried about that. We wanted to get number 8 before we got into the bye. That was important to us. We put a lot of work in this week for that. We feel like we came here. We made enough plays to win the football game, just didn't make one more, and it's unfortunate. But I think this group of guys, no matter what, from the special teams to the offense and defense, we rally around each other, so I'm not too worried about us. Feeling this for the next couple weeks.
Thanks, Micah.
Micah, John Morrow with the Associated Press. I know how difficult this loss feels, but Coach Sean McDermott has always talked about building off pain and having to have those that's building up that scar tissue. How much do you think this, as much as you hate to admit it, how much do you think this team can build off something like this?
Coming off a loss like that, it's hard to see the bright side right now. Like I said, I know that this group of guys is resilient. We're going to rally around each other. I feel like the defense, obviously we could have made more plays. I'm sure the offense is saying they could have made more plays, and the special team, same thing. So, but it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel after that game. It's frustrating. Everybody's pissed. Good football teams got to find a way to win that football game. You can't give up a Hail Mary to win the game. Last time I was actually in the stadium, same thing happened. I was just on the other side with Green Bay. So I kind of been on both sides of the spectrum here in Arizona, and this one doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good coming off a loss. Hail Mary to win the game. We take pride in getting that last play to seal the game, and I feel like we've done that pretty well throughout the last how many ever years, the years that we've been here, and it's unfortunate.
And just lastly, I've looked at that replay, and that ball couldn't have been placed for whatever purpose. That ball just seemed to just elude everybody's fingertips but DeAndre Hopkins. How difficult is it knowing that you couldn't have jumped a centimeter higher or whatever? I mean, sometimes these things just happen. How difficult is it knowing that it seemed to be the perfectly placed pass?
It was a good ball. Obviously, he was falling out of bounds, and he just threw it up to give them a chance. DeAndre Hopkins is a elite receiver in this league. We understood that. We understood that coming into the game. We knew what he's able to do, and best hands in the league. He showed it right there. I feel like we all possibly could have timed. Me personally, I know I could have timed it up better. I was trapped behind him. I was too worried about him getting over top of the defense, so I stayed back. and tried to force everything to be in front of me. And then at that same time, when the ball was in the air, I was stuck behind him. I wasn't able to get in front. And then he just timed it up better. He went up first, and in a play like that, it's like basketball rebound. Whoever's up first times it up best. I was able to bring it down. That ball literally just stuck to his hands. Good throw by Murray, and it just stuck to his hands. He was able to bring it down.
Thanks, Micah. Safe trip back.
Thank you.
Hey, Micah, Josh Reed here. For those of us that'll never be able to defend a Hail Mary in the end zone in an NFL game, what goes through your mind as that ball's in the air? I mean, is it a slow motion thing like we think it is, or is it something that happens so bang bang that it's there and then it's over?
I feel like whatever side you're on, it's different. If you're on the winning side of it, the good side of it, it's in slow. It's going bang bang, and it happens so fast. But for us, that ball felt like it was in the air for 10 minutes for real. Like it was just sailing in the air, and then like I said, he just timed it up better than we did.
Heading into the bye week now, after making some big plays against Seattle, coming back making big plays against Arizona as well, a couple of sacks, forced a couple turnovers. I feel like the defense coming out of this bye week has some real good stuff to kind of lean on going forward in the last 6 games.
You said defense?
Yeah.
Yeah, we felt like as a defense, if we can come here and not give up big plays and try to get some takeaways, we're gonna have a successful day. That was a very good offense we just played. They've been slicing and dicing defenses up all year. We saw it on film, and we wanted to come in here and get a couple takeaways. We did. First half, we forced them to a lot of field goals. I think it was 3 of them. Second half, unfortunately, wasn't able to do that. They schemed us a little bit on a few plays. Was able to get the quarterback outside the pocket and score some touchdowns. So it's definitely something to build off of as a defense. But I guess ultimately we take pride in winning. If we give up almost 500 yards and win, it's different. But we gave almost 500 yards and lost, and that's tough.
Appreciate your time, Mike. Have a safe trip back.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hey, Micah, what can you say just about the defense being able to still have a good game, even though being down a couple guys because of COVID and COVID protocols? What did you think about just the way that you guys were able to bounce back from that standpoint?
We definitely didn't want to use that as an excuse coming into this game. We heard obviously from the outside, people talking about how this was gonna hurt us and stuff. I feel like when we got here in 2017, we established a standard that obviously it's a defense, but in the back end, with 27, 21 and myself, and then obviously the whoever the nickel is, whoever Taryn and the other corner, whoever that may be, we take pride, and we have a standard around here of playing well no matter who's in the game. I was out a couple weeks ago against New England. Dean stepped in, and the standard didn't change. So that's kind of the mindset that we have. Unfortunately, I wish that standard would have held true on that last play of the game, but we didn't want to use that excuse in the first place.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yep.
That's everyone. Thanks, Micah.
Yep, of course.